You know it's gonna be good, my chat, when it starts with 4 sticks of butter. That's right, 4. 4 sticks of butter. Oh yeah. This right here is my mama's recipe for barbecued shrimp. All that happens is those 4 sticks of butter get melted, and into that goes a ½ teaspoon of celery seed, a ¼ teaspoon of red pepper or cayenne, 2 crushed bay leaves, 2 teaspoons of dry mustard, a ¼ teaspoon of ginger, 2 teaspoons paprika, 3 teaspoons salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon black pepper, 1/8 of a teaspoon cardoman, 3 cloves of garlic, 4 sticks of butter. Oh yeah, you know it's good. And I'm going to slice up a lemon, and anywhere between 2 to 4 pounds of raw shrimp. So all I'm going to do is melt that butter. I'm going to put all this in there. I'm going to cook it about 30 minutes. Of course, you don't want it to boil, this butter. Shake your pan around, don't stir it. Then I'm going to add the shrimp and cook it until it's done. It's going to take anywhere from 8 to 14 minutes. Then you can use French bread. I like the sliced Italian bread, and that is your pot liquor. All that liquid from those 4 sticks of butter. Oh yeah, it makes me drool. This is right up there with bacon, people. So then I put some of the shrimp in an individual bowl. You do have to peel them. I'm going to dehead them. They're fresh, large shrimp caught straight off the boat by our local seafooder. I am too tired to cast a net to catch a pound's worth. And then you will peel them, and then we put the butter mixture in another bowl and dip your bread in that. So I am fixing to get jiggy with it because this is good and cannot be easier. And it's 4 sticks of butter in it. It's up there with cheese and bacon. You can't go wrong. There's only too little of that. So anyway, this is my mama's version of barbecued shrimp, Louisiana style, and it is slap somebody good. You do not want to get between me and my bowl of the pot liquor or of the shrimp, because you will get hurt. So here we go. So talk about not hard. Here's our ingredients with our spices and our garlic. We add that here. Get it in. This is going to simmer. This is so wickedly good. Don't go, oh, I don't like dry mustard. Put it all in here. Remember, your tongue tastes different things on different places. This is a highly engineered combination. So this on my super burner, but it's on low. The butter's not burned. That's your paprika in there. So, but I put it on that little simmer mat so it won't be boiling. So once I mix this in, from this point on, when I need to mix this around, I'm going to shake my pan. It's not clarified butter. This is straight up 4 sticks of butter. When you add your shrimp to it, you're going to add there's a lot of moisture, okay, or liquid in those shrimp. So this is going to get bigger in size. But this is the beginning of something marvelous, marvelous. I'll get my lemons in there, and I make sure that I do take the seeds out, because you do not want to be crunching down on a big old lemon seed. It ain't hard to do it. Ha! So tough. Now I just got to pull the heads off, get my shrimps ready. That's going to be good in my hunger spot, yeah. This is what you call jumbo shrimp. Check it out. Is that a beautiful, beautiful thing or what? It like fits in my big old man hand. This one would be smaller. But look at there. A daddy and his baby. Shrimp. Beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. God almighty. That's a pound and a half. So as opposed to stirring, we're going to give this a shake, our little butter mixture. We can feel with our spoon, you have no grittiness. Everything is now totally incorporated in there, but I'm still going to let it sit here about 10 more minutes before I add the shrimp. And this is going to be seriously hurt you good. Happy, happy. Barbecued shrimp, Cajun style. And it's dead easy, people, dead easy. So it's been about 30 minutes. So, and it's looking, and of course I had to test a piece of bread in it. I'm going to lay some of my monsters. Look at that monster. That is a shrimp with an attitude right there. Fits in the palm of my hand. Oh yeah. And this time they're very fresh. Sometimes I got to catch them in the cast net and then freeze them till I have enough. But this time we got them, and we try to support our local shrimpers too. So I'm going to get these set in here. This is a beautiful thing. And again, they're going to add some liquid to this. And the sauce only gets better then. But how can you go wrong, people, with 4? That's right, 4. 4 sticks of butter. Or budner, as my daddy called it. And shrimp cook very quickly. So I'll get these all layered in here, and I'll show you when it's eating time. This is a large, deep skillet. This is a 13-inch skillet without the handles. So you do want something a little bit deep, like this one is. Not like a straight-sided pot, okay? Because I like to lay them in there. And this is not the kind of food you're going to use a napkin with. You certainly don't want to use a paper napkin. You don't want to use a good linen napkin. We literally roll with 2 little old dish towels that we moisten. So because you're going to be peeling these at the table, dipping your bread in the pot liquor or the butter mixture with all the seasonings. So it's going to be a hot mess. So this is not first date food, you know what I mean? But I promise you, if you got a man on the ropes, if you feed him this, he may want to make you his, because this is just that good. This is serious business right here. I done caught a man with this, and I've been married for 34 years. Same man, day after day after day. And men really aren't that hard to please. You know the saying, I'm sure you've heard it. How do you make a man happy? How do you catch a man? You show up naked and you bring food. So anyway, I've taken it off my simmer mat back there, and now I have cranked it up, the heat to about medium on my super burner. And they're beginning to get pink, and I don't know if you can tell, but a lot more liquid has been added from the moisture in the shrimp. So we are rocking along. Barbecue shrimp, oh yeah. I pulled out with a pair of tongs my lemon pieces and the bay leaves, and I don't have to worry about my butter burning because you can see the amount of liquid that's in there from the shrimp. So it's all fine. You don't really have to turn your shrimp because they're all down here in this. And because these are large, taking them a minute, they've all turned pink, and it's going to take them a minute to all curl up, but I'll show you what they look like when they're done. And they are seriously good eating. And then it is fixing to get ugly up in here. Because I'm going to munch like only a Cajun girl can. See this little fella, comparatively to the others? He's completely curled around. I promise you that one's done. If I were to run cold water on it right now and peel it and cut it in half, he'd be perfectly done. So I'm just waiting for some of these big boys in here, like this one, to get a little bit more. You can't mess this up. It ain't hard. It's just shrimp in a bunch of butter. It ain't no salad, no asparagus, nothing going with this. This ain't a healthy meal. Nobody said this was a heart-healthy meal. This is just good, good. So these are completely ready, and all I do at this point is I'm going to get the shrimp out into one large bowl, and then I will dip out our individual sauces in another. because the sauce is what we're dipping our bread in, and as we peel these, it ain't pretty when you eat it, but it sure is worth the effort. So then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just going to kind of drain them out, and these are excellent leftover. I store that butter mixture, the seasoning mixture, separate from the shrimp, which is one reason I take this out now. And then it is so easy to warm up that sauce for lunch, and then we will eat on this, probably a meal for us tonight, and probably 2 lunches each. Very good. Okay, let me get to getting. So there's our setup. These shrimp are very, very hot, so it's going to take a little while, probably about 5 to 10 minutes before we're able to even peel them by hand. So we get some, we put in this bowl. We put our shells in that bowl. This is the liquor that we can dip our shrimp in, but more importantly, we dip our bread in it. And because I'm married to a man who's messy, I make like an island of placemats. So you got to outsmart them always. So anyway, I'm fixing to get my munch on. It ain't hard. It's 4 sticks of butter. It ain't going to make you healthy. It's not going to make you skinny. But you don't eat this once a week, okay, because there's 4 sticks of butter in it. But sometimes you just eat stuff because it's delicious. So anyway, hope you make it. Hope you try it. You will like it. And don't share it with anybody you don't like. Don't do it. It's special.